All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, since YouTube. I'm out here with the brother. What we're doing is we're making a drain line. We're for the washer for gray water. We can utilize the gray water in the gardens and stuff, providing that we put a tank and everything to actually catch some of the stuff. But it's actually a real good idea. We've investigated, so we have to change maybe some of the detergents and stuff we're using to make sure that they're good and biodegradable. But it's a good use of the water. But anyway, the nature of this video is I'm sitting out here and I'm thinking here, myself and my brother, we're out here. We're working on this land today. We live way out, probably 70 miles from any major city. We're way out. It's a quiet, peaceful life. The sisters are doing what they're doing. And of course, some of them going to be washing clothes today. But I thank the Father that I had the presence and awareness to have the ears to hear and to listen and to obey Him, to get out of the city and move out to this country 16 years ago. Now, I started making moves 18, 19 years ago. And it entered in my heart 23 years ago. And I'm still sitting here watching this go on. And I'm seeing Sister Vicky over here just bringing stuff from the greenhouse. Sister Vicky, what you got in there? Don't change the camera right now. What you got in there? What you got? Let me see him. But anyway, and I'm watching just the peace and contentment we have out here. And it's something that you would enjoy. You would mentally enjoy to get away from that rat race and all the things. Let me see a second. Sister Vicky, they just bought some carrots from our greenhouse. I want y'all to see the carrots that's been growing over the winter time. Now that's an organic carrot. It may not be certified by the USDA, but that's an organic carrot from our greenhouse. There's one right here, and there's another one right here. See that? And this is good food. This is stuff that you want inside of your body. And then there's another one right here. Anyway, here's 3 good carrots right here. She just handed me some out of the basket. 3 good carrots, organic carrots that come from our greenhouse. They grew over the winter. And most people say you can't grow stuff over the winter time. That's not so. But, a trade-off of getting out of that rat race out there, trying to struggle to make ends meet and everything, if you would just follow the principles of the Bible, because the Bible does teach that we need to come out of Ur, my people, and we need to come out from among them and be separate, saith Yahshua. And then it says to touch not the unclean thing. And everybody out there in that world is unclean. Every single one of them, because they don't keep the commandments. But the Israelites, we should be separated. That's what the scriptures teach. Israel is a separate nation, and we shouldn't be stacked up in cities like sardines and stuff. Even though we are in captivity, we're enjoying one of the best captivities, or the end of this captivity that there is before we go into the kingdom, because we can actually purchase land, we can grow our own food, we can live a quiet, peaceful life. And the only way we don't out here, the only time our peace gets disturbed, we're not living a quiet and peaceful life, is if some bootlicker from without comes in and tries to start some trouble, or we may get somebody that gets, believe it or not, that may get disgruntled from being content. I mean, none of our sisters have to actually get up and go and work on a job. None of them. They all can raise their children, guide the house, their husbands take care of them, the men on the land make sure that everything's provided. You see our dining hall cabinets and everything we've been working on, and the things we've been doing in order to make life easier for them. But they've really, truly got it good. They can focus on the things that are necessary. And that's what they can do. But I would tell you that being out here on the community, it's hard work. And most of the men in America, I would venture to say 90% of the men in America are just too soft to actually do hard work. They can't do it because everything in society is provided for you. Push a button, or you go buy this, it's already there for you. Somebody else does the labor and you pay them an exorbitant fee to get it done. But out here, I'm looking at my own self. Out here on this land right here, simply because I got out here, I learned how to plant a garden. I learned about natural herbs. I plant fruit trees many years ago. Now we're eating an abundant supply of apples and pears and peaches off of these fruit trees. I learned how to frame houses, lay blocks, build steps, build decks, run wire, do electric, do plumbing, build custom cabinets, and the list goes on and on and on. I also, out here, I learned how to run heavy equipment. I can run a dozer, a loader dozer, a backhoe, a track hoe, and it's just endless what goes on. It's just really, truly endless what goes on, the possibilities and everything you can learn. It doesn't take all that money to function out there. It costs a lot to live out there in the city, but it doesn't cost as much out here, especially if you buy the land, save your money, get with some like people and buy the land, and then just start working on it. Just start working on it. I mean, I remember when I first lived out here for the first 9 years, I lived with no running water, no trailer. And I bought a cheap trailer. One of them was given to me for free, and the other I paid $200 for it, and I went down to Lowe's spending probably about $4,000 or $5,000 in building material to put both of them together and fix it up and make it nice, or at least what we would call simple. But I would never trade the peace of living out here in the country for ever going back to that city ever again. I lived in the city, and I don't like what I see. I went down there the other day, and I saw men not acting like men. They were men in gender, but up here, and the way they walk and the way they talk, their mind was way, 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 way different than these men out here. We're getting it done. Elder Doug is over there on the tractor, right over there right now, getting it done, digging a trench and making a plow line with the tractor. Elias, right there, one young man, 17 years old, he's helping us fill in this ditch. And Brother Juan's on the camera right now, but he's doing the same thing. I just thought I'd come and ramble, but you know, it is a benefit for you to live a quiet and peaceful life. This is what Yah's called us to, and to live very simple, and get out of those cities. I mean, literally get out of those cities. Get out of the cities. Now, if you want to stay there, that's your prerogative. You know, I'm a pastor, and it's my job to feed you with knowledge and understanding, and to give you right ruling and right direction and guidelines as we go forward. But the bottom line is that people are not prepared for the place. And some of you, there's no way that I would do with the type of attitude, mindset, the character, nature you have. There's no way I would let you live here. Because I'm sure you don't want to live this fine. All I'm here is to provide direction for you to understand. See what we're doing, brother. I want to get a last shot of this pipeline right here. This pipeline right here, running all the way down there where Elder Doug is, and so y'all can see what we've been into. But that's about it. The cows in the back 40. A few of them. We're gonna butcher a couple more this year and eat our own beef. And that's something that hasn't been shot up with all these snake venom, monkey pulse, and everything else they tell you that animals need. Our food tastes so good. The chicken coop. Consider what I say. Hey, now don't get me wrong. I'm not forced. I can't force nobody to do anything anyway. Just like I can't force you. With a lot of people who say that they are scared.